Hello there, and welcome to Star Wars Force Collection. My name is Jobby Paws, and this is episode 5 of my Let's Play of Star Wars Force Collection. So, we're getting a new update. The last event was Commanders of the Republic. I have no idea what's going on today. Let's see, login bonus. Ooh, clone pilot. Upgrade starship. See if it'll let us go to the Legions at War. Anything new? Anything new? How do I get to new stuff? Starship battle details. Is it going to tell us what the next ships are? No? Okay, well, never mind then. Sometimes you'll be able to... Ooh, Ben Kenobi and Shadow StormTrooper. Under certain conditions, increases his own attack and defense when there is a weaker unit than him in the formation. Okay. And a long-range unit with a skill that increases his own attack and accuracy and conceals himself from becoming a target of enemy attacks. Interesting. So, depending on how powerful he is, will depend on if he replaces Zam or not as the dark side long-range unit. Ooh, and some new 3-stars and 4-star cards. So, Baro Wisun? I don't know how to say his last name. Clone Sergeant Fox, Hui Mauro, and Brea Organa. I think that's Leia's mom, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the Commanders of the Republic event has ended, and we got Revenge of the Bosses. That is the new event. We'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see here. Revenge of the Bosses rewards are better than ever. This time, total takedown rewards include a chance to obtain a 5-star card as well as a 5-star holocron. Hmm. That's good. I do need great holocrons. That is something that I can't get. I don't know why. My account is cursed, apparently. Alright, so new packs, 10% 5-star chances. That's pretty good. First purchase at half price. Ooh. As a special offer, the probability of 5-star cards appearing from the today's featured card pack and choose your card, or your path card pack, have been boosted to 10% for a limited time. And again, the first purchase is half price. So, yeah, do not miss the great opportunity to obtain awakenable and newly added 5-star cards. New cards have been added. 5-star Ben Kenobi and Shadow StormTrooper. And more 4-star and 3-star cards have been added, blah, blah, blah. Alright, cool. So, here, let's check out the cards first. Revenge of the Bosses. Ooh, the Relentless Hunter. It looks like. Leia Sniper. Emperor Palpatine and Yoda EOD. So, 2 low-tier dark side cards and then 2 medium to high-tier light side cards. That's good. Good stuff. Very balanced in the Force there, Konami. Good job. Alright, so we're going to go to card pack. And let's do cards that can be awakened, because then we'll actually get to see their awakened stats. So Ben Kenobi has a pretty good defense, not necessarily the greatest attack. And then Shadow StormTrooper is pretty good. Not quite as high of attack as Zam, but he's a Galactic Empire, so you can hit him with, Galactic Empire attack up and stuff like that. It will be, so I think that he's a little bit more versatile, and also he attacks every turn. So, Ben Kenobi, Jedi in Hiding. Consistently, Watcher of the New Hope. Consistently increases his skill card's attack and defense by 25% of the difference between the sum of the attack and defense values of this skill card and the sum and the attack and defense values of the light side unit whose attack and defense... Oh my god, this is very wordy. In a nutshell, it seems to appear like Yoda Grandmaster. Value is lowest among all light side units. However, this skill will not activate if the unit in question is positioned adjacent to, left or right, directly in front of, or directly behind this skill card. So does it have to be like off on the other side of your formation? Like it can't be... That's kind of weird. But this is pretty cool because Ben Kenobi, in the comic books that Marvel has recently been releasing, in the Star Wars line in particular. So there's Star Wars, there's Darth Vader, and then there's a bunch of mini-series that have come out. Actually, Poe Dameron just got his own new comic, and it's going to be ongoing. It's pretty cool. I highly recommend any of the new comic books. They are, really fun to read, and obviously now they're canon. But in the Star Wars comic, every 7 issues, it'll be an excerpt from Ben Kenobi's diary. So it's really cool to see, you get a whole issue of Ben Kenobi doing something cool on Tatooine while Luke is really young. So it's pretty cool to see, and then especially because it's obviously a young Ben Kenobi. So Jedi in Hiding, that's pretty cool. And then Shadow StormTrooper activates at a fixed probability during battle and increases this skill card's attack and accuracy by 30%. So it's almost like a self-attack up. So Covert Action is the skill's name. Boosting it by 30% per, on a fixed probability. So, I don't know, let's just say every 5 turns at 20%, right? He's going to have higher attack than Zam on those turns. And it also conceals this skill card from being the target of enemy attacks and combat skill effects other than this skill for that turn. Huh. So, yeah, pretty badass, I would have to say. We'll have to watch the demo battles of those momentarily. So, Wee Mauro. Final Resistance constantly increases this skill card's defense and evasion by 35% when a dark side clone trooper is in the enemy formation. So, actually has decent defense. So, against a Jug form, he would be alright. That's not a terrible card, because Jug... Well, actually, most Juggernaut users use the light side versions. So, but if they boost with Apo or Thyre, then that would help. But still, he's a 4-star card, so he's not going to be any, game changer. And then, Clone Sergeant Fox, Terminate the Jedi. Constantly increases the skill card's attack and accuracy by 30% when a Jedi type is in the enemy formation. Now, he has a significant amount of attack for a 4-star, and then he gets a 30% boost at skill 40. So, that's going to be over 1400 attack, and he attacks every turn. His only downside would be his accuracy, but he packs a pretty powerful punch for a 4-star. So, that's pretty cool. Brea Organa, Pacify. So, this is Padme's, the Padme 5-star card skill. So, when this unit is in the frontmost row, the attack, health, and repair values of all units, including your own, that are in the same vertical column as this skill card will constantly be decreased by 20%. So that's a little bug there. Constantly decrease or constantly be decreased by 20%. So, That's kind of interesting. The accuracy is 0. That's kind of odd. I wonder if it's that way for Padme FT. And then Baro Usun. Let's go with that. Adjacent accuracy up for Galactic Empire units by 20%. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. No real 3-star, I would say, you know, not really significant skills. I always kind of like to see where the clones came from. So, was a loyal clone sergeant through the entirety of the war. He largely served on Coruscant and had grown tired of the war. When Order 66 was issued, not issues, it was his 501st Legion that assaulted the Jedi Temple there. Man, some of this English translation is not fantastic. Sergeant Fox and his unit were tasked with holding the entry and exit to the temple. As his senior officer fell to the Jedi Padawan, Fox fired the killing blow on Zet Zukasa. So why didn't we get Zet Zukasa as a card? With the Jedi's death, Fox had had enough. He allowed Senator Organa to flee the scene. Oh! So this is in episode 3. The one that, like, when Bail Organa is going to his, like, hovercraft and the Padawan jumps out. So he killed the Padawan. Oh, alright. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, I always like to see where the clones had come from. So, let's go back to card pack. And then let's do... What are we doing here? Demo battle. So, Shadow Stormtrooper. We're going to see this real quick. Battling a Leia Sniper. Okay. So it was like 5 turns it took out a Leia Sniper. That's not really showing a whole lot because Leia Sniper has really low defense. So, alright. Let's do Ben Kenobi, Jedi in hiding. Okay, so he's got the 2-star Luke at the back. Is he not awakened? And he's battling an awakened Vader. Let's speed it up here. Dang, he's kicking the crap out of Vader. Huh. And he wasn't even awakened. So that's pretty significant, I would have to say. So, yeah, I mean, the Shadow Stormtrooper, that demo battle wasn't really that exciting. But the Ben Kenobi one, that was pretty awesome. I would have to say that he might be... I've heard some of my Legion mates say that there hasn't been any, like, really good light side shorts. Like, the new Mace Windu's alright. Ahsoka's pretty good, but nothing like, above and beyond. Like, for example, Old Sidious is still a staple for, like, dark side shorts, and he came out years ago, and I mean that literally, like, he's a really old card. So, it's like, they haven't had that light side short that I guess does that same type of thing. I don't know. I don't play light side, so I don't know. But yeah, pretty interesting. So new event is Revenge of the Bosses. So yeah, the Relentless Hunter and Emperor Palpatine are the dark side cards, and then Yoda EOD and Leia Sniper are the Revenge of the Bosses card pack tickets are here. A side selectable Revenge of the Bosses diamond card pack ticket, which guarantees a 5-star card, has been added to the total takedown rewards. Take down a certain number of bosses for this special ticket, and use it to draw one of the cards listed in the card candidates list. Let's see what, oh, okay, it's just basically the... And it's side selectable, it looks like. So I would just pick the light side one. It's both of the light side cards are really good. The dark side, I mean, I use the Relentless Hunter. I think he's a great card. But, I mean, he's low tier. Right. So any 5-star card can be a good card. It's just that it's what people see on a consistent basis, how they can boost their cards, how they can, you know, blah, blah, blah. And the Relentless Hunter isn't, I guess, as fantastic as other cards. But I don't care because I love Boba Fett. So, Boss Boost will randomly activate, same as before. You can change your force side if you want to boost your attack with your BP. So, yeah, what's new? Let's see, what's new? Currently not awakenable. It actually says that in the description. You know what? Make Boba Fett the Relentless Hunter awakenable, alright? Because then I will have something to look forward to. Actually, you know what? I don't have anything to look forward to because I can't freaking get 5-star Great Holocrons. So, still get First Order Flame Trooper or Jessica Pava as a bonus card. Let's see here. Whoa. For 300 wins, you get 20 4-star Great Holocrons. Yeah, and I have to get all the way to 500 to get a 5-star Great Holocron. It's like, come on. I wish they were easier to get. Takedown rewards. No holocrons in there. You can get tickets, but those are relatively rare. So, all right. Well, let's enter the map. So, upper right-hand corner, making it so I can go faster. I can feel your anger. So we're just gonna do a basic attack. 300 AP, nothing special. I got 3 silver tickets. Cool. Alright, moving on. Yeah, this event is not as exciting as it used to be. I think I said that in the last episode that I did this. So, it's not as exciting, but you know, the rewards are good if you actually like spend the time to you know, kill as many bosses as you can. Oh, let's see here. Well, we killed 4 bosses and we're almost out of energy. That's the thing, is it's like, you know, you go through all of your EP and you kill, what, like 3, 4, maybe 5 bosses if you're lucky. So, area cleared. And yeah, and then like the container rewards, it's like you get all these blueprint pieces that are, you know, if you're just starting out, they're great. But for somebody who's, you know, been playing for years, it's like I have all of these blueprint pieces. Stat cards aren't really that important. They're good to just donate to the Legion. So, yeah, that's pretty much the event. I'm not going to really spend any more time on that. Let's see, previous proving grounds. Have I moved up or down? Nope, still in class 12. It's pretty standard for me. Alright. Oh, so I wanted to wait, since I acquired these yesterday, I figured I would just wait until I recorded. But I am going to awaken my Emperor Royal Guards. So I have a gold Evo Max here, and then I do have a couple green Evo Maxes, but I have another gold Evo Max right here. I actually have 3 additional Evo Maxes, because I had them when I was first starting the game, I did do Empire for a while, so I had these as my frontline units. And then since we are able to add bases to make them Evo Max, I was able to, make these perfect so that when I awaken them, they're 1631. I don't know, I just like them being perfect. Especially, because they're a 4-star. There's no real reason to make it anything less than perfect. Unless you're just starting out in the game, then I totally understand. But for me, make it perfect. So here we go. We're going to awaken it. And then I'm going to skill 50 it. And then I will put it in my formation. I'm going to take Wat Tambor out. Because Wat Tambor has the same skill. And before you would, if you could, right, you would rather have the 3-star version of a skill card than a 4-star version because it had the slightly higher probability of proccing. Let's go to formation. But somebody's using a jackhammer in my neighborhood. Yeah, and then they made the support deck where you can, add the skill up probability, which basically nullified that. If you have it at level 5, it's going to, any prep skill is going to proc. So we're going to, come here, remove that. Nope, not going to, let's see here. Skill grade, high to low. And where is he? ERG. 12,000 defense. Actually, we're going to replace him in Tarkin. What's going on here? Okay. Swap those out, because he has higher defense. It's just better to have him in front, I guess. And then we're going to save to main formation. And save offensive formation. And then I'll throw him in my other formations at another time. So there we go. Yeah, prep skill trigger up. I have it at level 5, so the 3-star, 4-star difference isn't really a factor anymore. But now that ERG is awakenable, kind of need to have him in the formation. So let's see here. Skill mastery. He's in the formation. He's enhanced all the way. I don't think he'll get kicked out if I skill him up. But what do I have? A 903. So yeah, it costs 380 remotes to go from skill 40 to skill 50. That is it's basically like another skill 40, and you're only getting 5% out of it. But it's using it for the same skill, so it's totally worth it if you can afford it. So there we go. Double check the formation. Yep, still there. Looks good. Alright, and we'll see if, you never know, maybe that might push me into PG-13, or maybe I'll float back and forth now. For the most part, for me, it's like every other month I might go up to PG-13 for a 1-day stint, and then I might go down to bronze for a 1-day stint if I get put up against, a bunch of really good PG-12s. So, but yeah, 95% of the time I'm going to be in PG-12. So, alright, now to do the little bit of Q&A. So, I guess we'll do a personal one first. What is your favorite Star Wars film? I do love The Force Awakens. I thought it was a great new addition to the Star Wars universe. But I don't know. This question always is hard to answer. It's basically between it's between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. So they're both just so great, because Star Wars originally wasn't intended to go past the first movie. So as a standalone movie, it's fantastic. It brings you into the universe. It's a great hero journey, blah, blah, blah. But then Empire Strikes Back, you get the twist, oh, it's Darth Vader, it's your father, you know, the whole... there's so much good stuff. I don't know, I guess I would probably have to say the first one just because it's the first one and it sets the groundwork for everything. Definitely not the prequels. Those go below fan-made Star Wars films. So, and then, what, in your opinion, is the most underrated Star Wars Force Collection card? So, I guess I could say the Relentless Hunter, but that's kind of being biased because I use him. I think he has high defense. If you really stack his defense, you know, like I do with the defense up cards, and you use some like high mediums behind, you know, he'll hold the front line while your mediums slowly chip away. And then also he's doing, you know, defense reduction at 3 times per turn. And he's also hitting every card in that column. So yeah, I would say that, but that's being a little bit biased. If I were to pick another card that I don't use, it would be Vader Cloud City. I totally don't understand. Like, I understand that he has slightly less defense than Obi Jedi Master, but, I mean, he has the same skill, right? And he has decent defense. I don't understand why he's so low, especially because a lot of people are using OBJM and Vader CC, depending on if they're light or dark side, as counters to, like, Chewie AHR. They're putting him in the middle row so that they can blaster reflect when Chewie is sniping on them. And I guess it would also be a counter to Leia Sniper, but she doesn't do quite as much damage, so it doesn't really affect as much when she gets hit with her own blast. Actually, she does have pretty low defense, so I would have to say that. But yeah, it would definitely be Vader CC. I think he's, you know, he might not be a top tier frontline card, but he has other uses. So that would be my most underrated card, in my opinion. We'll do one more. What is your favorite Star Wars Force Collection event and why? I mean, I have to go with Legions at War. I think it's a fun event. It includes teamwork with all of your Legion mates. You know, it's slightly different every time with the new event starfighters, and you know, it's new. Well, I shouldn't say it's new. It's very old. It's one of the original events, I think. But they like to keep it fresh. And then when you get new starfighters, like for example the Fanblade, that was introduced a couple of updates ago with Asajj Ventress, it's adding a new starfighter. It's adding, you know, new things. It's always getting updated. So yeah, I mean, I think Legions at War is, you know, it's a great event. It's my favorite. All right, so I'm gonna end the episode here. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Be sure to check out Star Wars Force Collection Gazette. So it's swfcgazette.com. We have all sorts of, you know, top players who do blogs. So there's AU Star Wars. He does a like a strategy blog, and he'll often test the new cards, and he'll give his input. So the new Mace and the Django AWP, I think their reviews should be up soon. And then there's another player, Razor, who does a free-to-play blog. So he's a free-to-play player. That means that he doesn't spend money on the game. And it's basically how to advance in the game and get better cards and blah, blah, blah without having to spend the money. So obviously spending money gets you there faster, but you know, there's some players that don't spend money. And for the most part, I don't spend money. I've bought a couple $30, you know, crystal packs, like for my birthday and for Christmas. But typically, I don't spend money on it. So probably, I mean, it's the game that I've spent the most money on because I've probably over the 2 years that I've been playing it have spent, I don't know, I guess 2 birthdays and 2 Christmases, probably about $120, maybe $150. But for the amount of enjoyment I get out of this game, and then also, I mean, obviously I'm doing all of these videos, the tutorial videos, I feel it's important. I like doing it. I enjoy it. So, yeah, the amount of enjoyment I get out of this game is totally worth that. Totally broke right now. But, yeah, I think it's a good game. And I thoroughly enjoy it. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. I have other Let's Plays that I do. If you're into survival gaming, or just like the wilderness or anything like that, I highly advise checking out The Long Dark Let's Play. It's a game, it's basically a survival simulation game where you're stuck in the Canadian wilderness during winter, and you have to survive. There's no zombies, there's no aliens, there's no BS, apocalyptic thing. Well, there are no NPCs. So you're just living by yourself. You basically just have to defend yourself against wolves and bears and the cold and hunger and thirst. So it's a really fun game. It's really good. If you enjoy that type of stuff, I highly suggest it. And then I've also done a Far Cry Primal Let's Play. I did 10 episodes in 10 days, so please check those out. And I have some other stuff up too. If there's any other games that you might want me to play, let me know. And yeah, I guess that'll do it for this episode. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.